All right.
Hello, everybody. Our Blank Spot family. How y'all doing this morning?
Great day to all the multimillionaires, business owners out there, crafters, creators, designers, hobbyists, all y'all, man.
How y'all doing? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, y'all. So, hey, check it out. I'm Eric,
I'm D, y'all.
and you are chilling with us on the Blank Spot Academy.
Mm-hmm.
And we're currently broadcasting to a couple of different platforms. So if you are on IG, make sure you follow us. We're trying to get our followers up, man. Get our followers up. If you're not following us, make sure you start following us. If it popped up on your feed, and also share it. Tag somebody. Tag a business owner, because today we're going to be talking about chargebacks. If you're over here on TikTok, make sure you definitely follow us, like, and we got some videos that we're going to be putting out on a regular basis. And then to YouTubers and Facebookers.
Make sure that you guys are subscribing to the YouTube channel and also hit that bell so that you can get the notifications. Everybody out on Facebook, all other social media, make sure that you like, share,
and tag somebody. So if y'all in our private Facebook group, y'all should be getting this, man. So turn your notifications on, because y'all, some of y'all are missing this information, and this is some great information, because we don't just talk about. So first of all, we're sublimation. We have a blank sublimation store.
Yep.
And where we sell all things sublimation. We don't just talk about sublimation though. We also talk about business.
Yep.
And it ain't just sublimation business or crafting business.
No, it's just business in general. So we want to get that information out to other business owners as well, not just in crafting world, but other businesses as well, because you may be a crafter and you may have another business as well. So we want to be, that type of company that'll help you out with any type of business, not just crafting.
So if you're out there tuning in and you are a business owner, you said, but I'm not a crafter, I don't do sublimation. Hey, we're going to be dropping some nuggets throughout the year, guys. The first quarter is almost up.
It's almost up, y'all. It's going by really fast. Man, really fast.
And we've been experiencing a lot of things. We've been in business for a little over 6 years. But for this particular business, we're hitting a year in May.
In the year in May.
And we've experienced a lot of great things in business. Nothing that's made us want to quit. We got a good morning on Instagram. Good morning.
Good morning.
What is it? She's so
classy.
She's so classic. Okay, yep. She's so classic.
Good morning. Thanks. And then good morning on Facebook.
We got some people on TikTok as well. Yeah.
Good morning.
All right.
And good morning on TikTok. All right.
So we've been experiencing some great things. So we just appreciate all our customers.
Yep.
All the business owners that connected with us.
Yep.
We love doing business with you. We do it for our culture.
Absolutely.
We do it for our culture.
Absolutely.
We don't turn down anybody who wants to build business, but we do it for our culture, because we want to build our culture so we can start to grow a community. So we can actually start to. I remember that's our candle lady. Our candle entrepreneur. We got a young candle entrepreneur as well. So
she makes great candles.
But yeah, we do it for our culture. We want to build our culture so we can start to build a community, because if we can build a community, then we can start to build generational wealth.
Absolutely.
It's not just about, just getting out there doing. You got to understand the whole concept and the steps. But so we've been experiencing a lot of good things in business, and we've been experiencing some different things in business.
Well, yeah, for this business,
retail.
We've experienced something, that's a little bit different. But, every business, I believe, is going to, at some point, most likely experience it.
We got somebody from Iceland on,
so,
too, man.
Hello there in Iceland.
Hey, what's going on, man?
So, we just kind of wanted to come on and just kind of talk about this topic right here. Just kind of, let you know that business does go on.
Yeah.
Business does go on despite.
So, we're going to jump right into it. So we had a recently, out of the almost year that we've been in business, in this particular business, we just had our first chargeback. And, for those of you who don't know, chargebacks can be very detrimental to your business in different ways. So every time something happens to us, or every time we experience something with somebody, we want to talk about it. Not to blast anybody, not to put anybody out there, but hopefully the person that the customer / business owner that actually filed the chargeback, hopefully they're watching so they can become more educated as well.
Exactly.
And see how this actually affects businesses and what happens when you file fraudulent chargebacks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So everything that we do is not a loss, it's a learn.
Right.
It's an opportunity to learn a lesson.
Right.
So what we did was, early actually got a notification this morning. And we don't get started on Mondays until 1:00. But rolling over, getting ready to get up and get our day started. I told D, I said, hey D, listen, we just got a notification that we got a chargeback through from PayPal. And immediately we did our little research and we saw that the person actually got the item.
Yes, that person received the item. I actually talked on the phone with this person
several times
yeah, with their item, and
so in this case I believe it's probably either I believe it's probably a disgruntled customer.
Yes, absolutely.
And they're disgruntled because of the decisions that they made,
exactly,
and not understanding how their products work. And ultimately sometimes we just want to blame somebody, but the education that we're going to share today, hopefully it's going to clear some things up, and it's going to help you as a business owner understand that, hey, listen, don't focus on the negative, focus on the positive.
Keep going, because things like this, chargebacks and things like that, they're going to happen. You're going to have disgruntled customers, but guess what? You have to keep moving. You cannot let that stop you in your tracks as far as building your business. You have to keep moving.
Because if you focus on the negatives, you're going to get bitter, not better.
Yep.
And you want to get better, and you don't want that negative energy to pass along to your other customers either. So it's always a learning opportunity. And it's funny because we had another customer come in last week that talked about something similar, about chargebacks.
The same thing with the PayPal.
Somebody said that they didn't get their item and they got it. So if you look in the write-up, you'll see, especially on Facebook and YouTube. So if you're watching this on TikTok and Instagram, make sure you go back and check us out on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe so you can see where we got the reference from. But we got the reference from, I actually looked it up this morning and I got a reference. So I put the link to the reference. You guys can go back and read it. But we're going to just discuss a little bit about what chargebacks are, why customers file chargebacks, and how you can actually improve your chances of not getting chargebacks filed. So you want to tell them what a chargeback is for those out there listening?
So basically a chargeback is, when the credit card holder, they say that they went to your website, they made a purchase, and then they come back to say, hey, maybe they did not receive the item or, something of that nature. And then they go back and they dispute this charge with whomever the merchant is,
or the credit card company. Yeah.
And then they dispute it, and then now you get a chargeback. You're gonna have to, reply to the company to explain the dispute and things like that. Okay, so that's basically in a nutshell what a chargeback is about.
And chargebacks are common, especially in bigger businesses, larger businesses. With the huge conglomerates, with the big corporations, the Walmarts, the Amazon fulfillment centers, the Targets, distribution centers, a lot of big companies are always experiencing chargebacks because there's a lot of customers who they're either not happy with that product.
Exactly.
It may have not come like they thought it was going to come.
Right.
Some people are even ordering things just to see if it works, and if it doesn't work, they send it back, and nothing's totally wrong with it. And I'm going to tell y'all something. And if you're a customer out there, especially a customer of ours, our refund policy is that we don't do refunds. However, and this is huge, if it's our fault,
right, that's totally different. We're gonna fix it. We pride ourselves in customer service. So if this is the fault of the blank spot, yes, we're gonna fix it immediately. But I want you guys to refer to return policies. Okay.
So we have it on our website.
We have it on our website. If you look at the bottom, and this is pretty much on every website, there should be a return policy on the bottom. Look at that return policy before you make a purchase.
DIY Cricket Boss. Hey, great morning to you.
Great morning.
She said, hey, I don't like it when people lie. I don't like it when people lie either.
But you know what? They do it.
It makes all businesses especially the smaller businesses. It hurts the smaller businesses because
right.
we always talk about scams. We always talk about how smaller businesses are not providing great customer service, or whatever the case may be. But it hurts smaller businesses in more ways than one. So here's what you want to know. You want to ask yourself, and don't go down that rabbit hole, but we're going to talk about why customers file chargebacks. Well, it's a couple of reasons. Like I said, a customer might file a chargeback because they found the item not to be what they thought it was.
Exactly.
So they received it.
But it's not what they wanted.
Yeah. Or watch this. They didn't even get it. It's a possibility that they didn't get it. It may be saying that it was delivered, but they didn't get it, or it may have not even been delivered.
Right.
So, another reason why a customer would file a chargeback is because their credit card or payment information was stolen.
That's true.
That's straight up fraud. That's criminal. And that's the reason why. So, customers are going to do that, and they want to protect themselves. And the credit card companies are not we're not their customer.
Right. The credit card companies, the merchants, they're not right. They're not.
Yeah, those merchant companies, we're not their customer.
Right.
They're the customers. They're the customers. They're responsible for the customer.
To the customer. Yeah.
If you think about it, if my American Express was hacked and someone made large purchases on it, then I'm the client of American Express. They're going to do what I ask them to do. And in that case, when you actually do that, you got to think about how the crap rolls downhill.
The effect.
It rolls downhill.
Yes.
So
the effect of it.
Something I want to talk about is there's three types of chargebacks. Okay. 3 types of chargebacks. I'm just going to briefly go over them real quickly. The first chargeback could be what's called a criminal chargeback. Basically, like I said, somebody actually stole somebody's credit card payment information, and they're actually ordering things on their credit card, running their bills up, and they don't even own the credit card. That's criminal. That's straight up criminal chargeback.
Right.
That's one chargeback. The other one is called friendly fraud.
Friendly fraud, guys.
Ain't nothing friendly about fraud, but
friendly fraud.
Once again, it could be someone who actually got that information, or it could be a customer that actually, like I said, did not get what they thought they were going to get. They asked for a chargeback and they lied. And lied. The word lie is a very strong word, strong description, but that's what it is. So, and then the last one is merchant error, and that's when the merchant may not have sent it and said they sent it, or the merchant might have overcharged the customer. So that's a merchant error. So those are the 3 types, okay? Criminal, friendly, fraud, and merchant error.
Right.
So let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about how chargebacks hurt a business, not just any business, but mostly smaller businesses.
Right.
And if anybody knows me out there, I hate to talk about, I never describe our business as a small business. We're just smaller right now.
We're just smaller.
We're still
right
growing.
Now. That's all.
We got to think big. Think big.
But I think it hurts smaller businesses more than it hurt the bigger businesses because of the amount of traffic and the amount of customers that the bigger businesses have.
Yeah.
They're making, the money in order to
recoup.
Yeah.
Or to
because
recover.
They have like Walmart and Amazon.
Yeah.
That's, these disputes are not, or chargebacks are not hurting them.
$100 chargeback to a company like that is a drop in the bucket.
Exactly.
But to a smaller business who's trying to build to become a bigger business, that can be detrimental.
It can be detrimental. Exactly.
So it can hurt your bottom line. It can hurt your revenue.
Especially if you are not budgeting those chargebacks into your budget for your business. That's a whole nother subject.
Yeah, it's a whole nother topic.
But I'm just saying, if you are not budgeting that may happen, it can hurt. Okay, so,
it hurts our bottom line. It hurts our revenue. It also, right, and this is not to discourage anybody, but just to educate you. It also, it messes with your merchant account.
Yep.
It can damage your reputation with your bank, your merchant account, or like with PayPal. If we have too many chargebacks, PayPal can go up on our processing fees.
They can go up. They can even shut you down to where you cannot process any more payments through that merchant.
Yeah. We have several merchant accounts.
We do.
And it's always important to have more than one because you want to have a fallback. You don't want to just have one merchant account for several reasons.
Exactly.
You may have a problem with one. They made the website may be down or something like that, or this right here, processing.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
It damages our relationship with the merchant accounts because if we have too many, like you said, they can shut us down. They can give us higher fees, and they're not going to tell you, hey, your fees are higher. They're just going to impose higher fees. It's going to automatically impose higher fees. And a lot of business owners, when we do this, remember, we're servicing business owners. Our store is specifically servicing crafters, creators, and designers. We rarely have people walking off the street saying, hey, I'd like you to make a design for us.
Right.
We're servicing people who are making the design. So we're servicing business owners.
Exactly.
So when a business owner does that to us, it's kind of a punch in the stomach because, especially when we know we've done what we're supposed to do.
Right.
So that's what that part is. Okay. So now let's talk about how we can actually avoid. Let's see. How can you avoid the chargebacks? How can you or reduce the risk of having chargebacks? So there's a couple of things on here. It's about 5 things that are detailed on here that talks about how we can lower our risk of having chargebacks. So one of them
is talking about provide clear information for your customer, right? So you want to make sure that everything is clear on your website. You want to make sure that there is a clear description. Even use pop-ups on your website to alert customers, hey, this is what this product is. So I know one pop-up that we had on our website before is we sell sublimation ink and then we sell pigment ink, right? So I didn't want customers to get the pigment ink confused with the sublimation ink. So what I did was I integrated a pop-up when the customer purchased the pigment ink to say, hey, this is a notice you are purchasing pigment ink and not sublimation ink, because I didn't want somebody to purchase it thinking that they were getting the wrong thing.
Okay, so and that's important.
So you can just make things clear for your customers. Okay, making it clear, then you've done all that you could do when it comes to if the customer may have gotten the wrong thing or something like that.
Okay, so real quick, DIY wants to know what's the difference. So pigment ink is regular ink. It's ink that you print on
just regular paper. Right.
The sublimation ink is a dye.
It's a dye.
And that's what we use to press, right?
Right. Yeah. Right. That's for sublimation.
So and crafters that are new to crafting, and this particular individual, this particular personality is new to crafting.
Right.
You'll make mistakes because you're new. So
exactly. So just be clear. Be clear about your products.
Yeah, be as plain as possible in your descriptions, like you said, because what happens is when people purchase something, especially because we sell refillable cartridges, and we sell chips. Yep. And this is one of the issues that this individual is having. Individuals having an issue with the chips because they didn't read not just our policy, but they didn't research their own equipment.
They research their equipment,
So we got some other things going on.
Yeah.
But the other thing is the next one is make sure you provide clear information. Next thing is you want to make sure you track your shipments.
Yep.
This is why it's important to have a website. Everybody out there writing invoices are old and done. Okay, you need to make sure you get a website because that website is going to help you to automatically create the invoices.
Yep. And it's going to automatically give tracking
numbers. Yeah.
That's how you know that the customer received the item or that, because what happens is the carriers, they're going to scan it once it gets to the location. So this way it's tracked. Okay.
Yeah. So, UPS drops it off. They may not take a picture, but they have the little scan gun. They have to scan that the package was delivered.
Yep.
We get a confirmation saying it's been delivered.
Exactly.
And they do too.
Exactly.
The other thing is that as soon as they order it and then we ship it and send it to the post office, it gets scanned in and it automatically gets a tracking number.
Exactly. And that information is then sent to the customer.
So that's the other thing. Track your shipments. You got to make sure you track your shipments. That's going to minimize the chance of getting a chargeback. The other thing is you want to provide great customer service.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you, man, people and personalities are something different. They will try to pull you out of character. Mm-hmm. They will call you different names. They will say that you're a scammer. They will try to discourage you from actually staying in business. So don't let that deter you.
Don't let that deter you. Give great customer service. You want to make sure that when a customer calls or they email, you want to make sure that, that you're very pleasant with the customer, even though they may be yelling and screaming on the other end of the phone.
It's challenging.
It is challenging, but you know what? You want to make sure that you're pleasant with them. You want to make sure that you listen to what their real issues are, because sometimes we don't really listen. So make sure you listen to what the real issues are. And most of the time it's a communication issue anyway. So
we got a question on TikTok. They wanted to know what the amount was. And we'll share the amount. It's not an issue. It was a little bit over $80 and some change. The customer did a chargeback, and the order was done back in February. On February the 13th.
It was delivered. It was
delivered like February the 16th.
Spoke with this person and walked them through processes, but
walked them through processes of how to put the equipment together and everything. We went really above and beyond. So we do have email traffic and text traffic from that customer. So it's going to be easy to actually prove that they got it, and we do have screenshots saying that they got it. What else they said? Especially when you the one negative review from the they can negative reviews can actually ruin your business. So chargebacks from disgruntled personalities, chargebacks can actually ruin your record, man, your score. Catch-22 if you have negative reviews, you strict refund policy. And you want to see, we got to remember. And we're just reading off of TikTok some questions over there. You got to remember, every customer is not your customer. So let's say we go through the process, and we're going to talk about that after we finish this. But let's say we go through the process because we have some information to give to PayPal, send to PayPal to prove that they got their order. Let's say PayPal still sides with the customer. It's $80. Now $80 is not going to hurt our store. But it costs, if we don't get that 80, if we don't get to keep the money, that just means it cost us $80 to realize that wasn't our customer. Absolutely. It's not that big of a deal. As a matter of fact, that customer can't order from us anymore. Right. They've got banned. They've gotten banned. We got DIY said that when she ordered from us, it came fast. Yeah, that's because even though our shipping policy says 5 to 7 days, if we get it before 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's going out the door the same day. Exactly. We don't wait. And we're the type of company, we want to be treated like we would want to be treated, right? Yeah. So we take much pride in customers. When orders come in, we double check them. We try to make sure that we get them out the door in a timely manner. Because guess what? That is what's going to keep your business going. That's what's going to keep customers always coming back to you. Is that customer service. Word of mouth will either build your business or kill your business. And somebody who's disgruntled can really throw a wrench in your business. But I'm gonna tell you, don't focus on that one negative. If you got 100 positives and one negative, don't focus on the one negative, because it's gonna happen. If you stay in business long enough, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Yep. The next one is you want to make sure you screenshot your transactions. Make sure you keep a record. Keep records of your transactions. Like you said, we got text, we have phone, we have text, phone, we have not phone because you can't have phone, but we have text, we have email, and we have our website where it shows that it was delivered and when it was delivered. So that's a good thing. But if you're just doing paper invoices, or if you're doing email, it's going to be harder if you're doing things a different way. If you're selling off a social media platform, it's going to be a challenge. So you want to protect yourself as a business owner. Protect yourself at all times. And the last one just said, to keep even more detailed records. Yeah. So let's talk about really quick, because we've been on kind of long, and I don't like being on long. I know people kind of got stuff to do. So when we got the email. The merchant company gives you a certain amount of time to respond. They do. So I think we have until April the 3rd,
until April the 6th,
April the 6th to
respond to the chargeback. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and respond to, open up the email, respond to PayPal. I'm going to submit all of our evidence.
Yep.
And once we submit all of our evidence, then PayPal is going to look at that and make a decision on the chargeback. If they go ahead and side with the customer, then yes, we're out that $80. If not, then So what you don't want to do is get frustrated and say, hey, I'm just going to give them another X, Y, and Z, or I'm going to just refund their money. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let the process work and let the system work, because there are a lot of fraudulent individuals out there. There are some people that just not getting they're just not getting their stuff, and that happens. Somebody, it may have gotten stolen off the porch. Now, if it gets stolen off the porch, that's not our fault, especially when we actually got a message saying it was delivered. Right.
However, in this particular case, we know that the individual got their order because, like Dee said, she talked them through how to actually set it up.
Right.
This is a case of someone who was upset because the items that we're sharing, if you update your printer, it's gonna knock the chips, the aftermarket chips out. So it's not our fault, but we're still responsible to a certain degree because we're business owners.
Absolutely.
And you have to understand, a lot of times what happens is when things like this happens, it makes you feel kind of bitter and it makes you not want to continue in business. Do not. I got to tell you, man, I repeat,
don't let that bother you happen, because like we said, it's going to happen. You just got to keep on. You just got to keep on going. At some point, it's going to happen.
So
I just have to keep on saying that.
It's going to happen. So
Yes.
DIY wants to know, do we have a video? Yeah, see, we went above and beyond.
On how to put the chips on, yep.
Not only did my wife do a video on how to actually put the chips on and put it on YouTube, we actually mail out a little green card attached to every invoice pointing to the video saying that, hey, watch this video on how to actually put this
how to install
this equipment.
Yep.
But also we have our business card in there with our contact information. So we went above and beyond. We try to do as much as we can to alleviate things like this.
Absolutely.
But no, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. And it's nothing to be sorry about. Like I said, as long as we're gonna be in business, things like this gonna happen. This is the first one though.
Listen, we just want to alert you guys and let you know that, listen, this is gonna happen. Don't get bitter about it. It's business. Keep going. Do not let that one thing or that one person get you in a funk to where you just say, forget about it. I'm not going to do this business. No, keep going, guys. Keep going.
And I'm actually excited. I said, man, this is our first chargeback. I'm excited. You're doing business. Because you can't make everybody happy.
You cannot make these customers happy.
Yeah. So
you're
no
doing
matter
business. What you do.
You're doing business when somebody tells you that they don't like your stuff, because our stuff is not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
Your stuff is not for everybody.
That's right.
Find your customers. Protect yourself, protect your customers, do what you need to do to make sure they get their orders in a timely manner, as safely in a safe and timely manner, and have great customer service. And by all means, like she said, don't get bitter, man. It's gonna happen. Okay. It's gonna happen. So, like I said, we just wanted to come on and share that with you. Give that short training. Hopefully we didn't stay on too long and talk your ears off. But if you're out there watching, like I said, or if this pops up across your timeline, hit us up, like, share, tag, follow, all that good stuff, subscribe. We're always talking about different things as far as business, and also about how to actually sub. So you can watch our Blank Spot Academy on our YouTube channel. It's the Blank Spot Academy. You can subscribe to it. We're trying to build that as well. Also on our IG, we want to get our followers up, y'all. So make sure you go to our IG, the Blank Spot, and actually follow us on IG as well.
Yep.
You got something you want to?
Well, I just want to say have a better than amazing Monday. I'm sure we will be back soon to talk to you guys. Listen out. We got a big announcement coming in about 15 minutes. We're getting ready to announce a big sale for 2 days. So, put them notifications on. Put the notifications on. We got a sale coming, guys.
All right. Hey, you guys take care. This is Eric.
I'm D, y'all.
And this is the Blank Spot Academy. Until we see you the next time, you guys, like she said, have a better than amazing day, you guys. Peace.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
Get this.